Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here because it's Saturday. And on Saturday, we have auctions. And when we have auctions, I go live, at least so far every week. So, yeah, here I am to talk about Skylanders, all things SCL, SCL auctions. If you have questions about how auctions work, if you have questions about specific auction items, I am here to answer those for you. So, please feel free to jump into the chat, interact with me, ask away any questions you may have. Um, yeah, I'm here for approximately the next 2 hours, just to have fun, have a good time, and see what we can do. We'll check in with these auctions from time to time. We will. I don't have anything to unbox really. I did update the store. If you didn't see this on Twitter, this is kind of a soft release, a soft launch. There was some product that I had unboxed earlier this week that was a little bit on the dirty side. So I needed to clean it up a little bit. And I did that. We had tested it during the stream, so we know it all works. But then I cleaned it up a little bit, and now I added some more of that to the shop. Um, and I also took a few pieces from many of you have heard me talk about the smoky lot. It's a lot that had a particular smoky smell to it that I did not care for. And so I've been working on cleaning that up over the past few weeks and months. And we added a few of those pieces to the shop today as well. So if you want to see exactly what that is, you can go check my Twitter account, twitter.com/sclmat. Otherwise, I can just tell you here. Um, um, the stuff that we unboxed this week, that's a lot more pieces, but let's see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces from the smoky lot that came in. Fusion Man, Jindigo, Wonderful Flame, Pumpkin Eyebrow, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, so those items that were added to the store today from the smoky lot include um, a light rune creation crystal, a dark reactor. Um, we actually have Double Dare Trigger Happy and the Gold Rusher are back in the shop right now, as well as Power Blue Trigger Happy and Power Blue Splatter Splasher. So I know those aren't a pair, but those are both in the store right now. A Deep Dive Gill Grunt, Ambush, Aurora, and Pinata are all back in the shop right now. Ninja Bread, welcome, welcome as well. Wonderful fam, Flocked Stump Smash. So Flocked Stump Smash is our showcase auction item this week. So I got one in a lot a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. Um, and along with a few other chase variants that I sold off one privately, the Crystal Clear Stealth Elf that was sold off privately. Um, but then the other ones, if I don't get private offers on them, they'll be going to auction over the next few weeks. And this week's, like I said, showcase item is Flocked Stump Smash. So if you go to skylanderscharacterlist.com/auctions, you can see that there. And if you feel like it, you can bid on it. It could be yours. That's what usually happens with these auctions is people are able to get really good deals because not a lot of people know about these auctions yet. Um, there's another one. So yes, this is actually the second Flocked Stump Smash that I've unboxed. So you see one up here on the shelf behind me. The first one that I got, I kept for myself. But we did get a second one. And so the second one is up for sale. And so that is for sale on the auction this week. So taking a look at the auctions though, we'll do like as we do a quick recap from time to time. The auctions are doing really well this week already. That I was impressed. People jumped on them early, and they've been slowly climbing up all day. So, Flock Stump Smash is already at $50, 50 actually, $50.50. There's a few bidders on that one, and I don't know where that'll end up. Let's see. If I had to give a ballpark estimate, how many items do you think are in your shop? So the things we see on your shop, damaged Skylanders, and other things like Disney Infinity books, cards, etc. Oof. If you include all the auction stuff, hmm. So yeah, Jindigo. If you include all of the auctions, that gets a little bit tougher because like the auction items are all like one-off items usually. Um, and like I don't have all the damaged items that I have available. I don't have them all listed on the site either. Um, I know at one point I had somewhere around like between 4 and 500 unique items listed. I think that was before I started doing the auctions though. I think so. Um, I'm I don't know if I can easily look that up right now, but yeah, it's hundreds of different items. Um, if you want total including duplicates, I would ballpark it at a couple thousand probably. Um, I I'll try to put out a little video this week or maybe even a short live or something, to kind of show you what is going on in my shop behind the scenes, um, to show you just kind of the stock that I do have. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I have a lot of stock going on right now. Um, yeah, that's kind of what you figured. Sure. Obsession, you got outbid again? Man, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, people bid up these auctions way more than I ever expected. Like honestly, like when I put these $1 minimums on there, I'm like, okay, if I put $1 on there and charge shipping along with it, well, at least I won't be losing money. But that's kind of where I thought most items would end up. I'm kind of blown away, honestly. It's so like I said, the Flock Stump Smash is currently at 50-50. Um, the Happy Meal toys have a bid at a dollar. Mostly the only things that don't have bids so far, I think, are the non-Skylanders items. Um, so the Gandalf Lego Dimensions base doesn't have a bid. Damaged Griffin Park Observatory has a couple of bids. It's going for 250 right now. Damaged Bad Juju is going for $3. Damaged Ember is up to 650. Interesting. Damaged Legendary Free Ranger has one bid for a dollar. And then, like I said, the Disney Infinity stuff, the Toy Story playset, the Tonto, Rocket Raccoon do not have bids. Oh, okay. Also, the painted Slam Bam and the painted Stealth Elf, the ones that look kind of bloody, those do not have bids yet. Those do not have bids. But then the Trap Team cards are up to 350. The Trap Team stickers are at a dollar. The Wiimote and the Wiimote and the nunchuck, the controllers, uh, few people bidding on that, currently up to $6. I mean, still not super expensive, but higher than the $3 that I started it at. We do have a bid on the Xbox controller, the Skylanders themed Xbox controller. So that's currently at 15. The 3 Mask of Power books, once again, a popular item. Multiple people going after those. Each book is currently at 550. The Swap Force Collector's Edition, the hardcover Collector's Edition, is also at 550. The Xbox One Starter Pack. We have a Skylander Superchargers Starter Pack for Xbox One, and like the box is damaged and the box is open, but I checked and all the contents are still there. So the 3 figures, Spitfire, Hot Streak, and Stealth Elf are still there. The portal's still there. The game is still there. The game is still sealed. Like I put that in one of the pictures. The game is still sealed. It hasn't even been opened. Um, and Like, the portal hasn't been taken out, and I could see behind the portal was the pack of, like, the poster and the cards and stuff. So that's all in there yet. Um, so really it's just a damaged box. Everything else is just brand new as far as I can tell. Um, so yeah, that has one bid going for 25 bucks. I know that's gonna be a little bit pricier to ship because it's a big item. And then once again, the Disney Infinity Bundle, the Starter Pack bundle, it does not have a bid. And then our Nitro Crypt King, the painted one from last week, did get a bid this week. So that's at $2 right now. So, like I said, yeah, uh, Jinigo, like, thank you for tracking this once again. 16 to 23 items are selling right now. And the only ones that aren't selling are the Disney Infinity stuff, the one Lego Dimensions item, and the two painted Skylanders. So that'll be interesting. Um, yeah, Ninja. I am making small incremental updates to the site from time to time. Um, hopefully they're for the better. I think it cleans things up nicely. But yeah, we made over 400 orders this week, and the way we're climbing through these order numbers is just I I can't believe it. How fast we are going um, through all of this stuff. It is um, I I could not have predicted this. That's for sure. Um, so yes, thank you for everybody who's put in orders. Like I said, I really do think that starting these auctions did help kind of increase those numbers a little bit faster. But still, even without the auctions, the orders have been pouring in. I've been getting new customers every week. Um, it's just great to see how the shop is kind of taken off. Courtney, yes, it does take up some space, but we've gotten pretty good, and my wife is very, very good about organizing things. And she has taken it upon herself a few times to stop in my office and make sure everything fits neatly in the boxes, on the shelves. We have some drawers that we store stuff in. So, um, yeah, I'll take you through a little bit. I'll try to get that out this week and kind of show you what I'm working with. Is it Dupe Stump Smash or the one that was on your shelf? Chandler, no, this is the second one. I've now unboxed two Flocked Stump Smashes. So yeah, the one on my shelf is still right up there. That is mine. That I'm not selling that one. I got a second one in a lot about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and that's the one that's up for sale this week on the auction. So yeah, Flock Stump Smash is our main item this week. Find the items on eBay for the lowest price, and that is my max bid here. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good way to go about it. Obsession. Yeah, Jindigo. It's true. You can't walk into my shop and see. I honestly, the way this is going, and like I've discussed this a little bit before on the live streams. Like, I would love to open up a shop, right? Or at least um I would love to see this business grow to a point where, yeah, I could rent out a space. And whether that's just a warehouse or if it's actually a storefront, who knows? Um, like, it would probably like, I would probably start it as like just a warehouse, so I don't have to deal with, handling customers while I'm trying to fill orders or that type of thing. Um, but the thing is, like, that adds a lot of extra cost just to even if it's just to rent a warehouse, right? That's a huge extra monthly cost that I don't have right now. Um, and then that there's a whole other load of expenses that come with that. Um, especially if I start employing other people to either, run the shop or help me fill orders or who knows what. Um, and like I said, I don't know that I'm at that level yet that I can afford, not only just afford extra space, but afford employees. Um, so I would love to see it grow to that point, but I don't know exactly where that point is because I've never this is still a little bit new to me. Like I've done online retail before with physical products. Like that's why I was comfortable opening the SCL shop, but I have not done physical retail space before, and so that would be new to me. See that I'm testing bundles in the store. Yes. Hmm. Add a variant to the bundle. So obsession. I like the thought. I definitely like the thought. The problem is I don't have that great a stock of variants, and they tend to sell out a lot faster. Part of the reason for the bundles is to hopefully knock down some of my giant stock and my SSA stock, especially some of the more common figures. Because I mean, you'll notice like, well, the giant stock obviously has Tree Rex in it, which doesn't typically sell very well. But I'm hoping with the discounted price, like someone will be interested in buying it. Um, and so like I might have like one legendary bouncer or one Scarlet Ningini or one gnarly Tree Rex, and the way I have the bundle set up right now, the way I am able to set them up on my site, like I would have to manually create separate bundles for each of those different variants, if that makes sense. So like I could add a legendary bouncer to the bundle, but that would have to be a separate item then. And then once the legendary bouncer sells, well, then that bundle would effectively be sold out. And then I'd have to create one with Scarlet Ningini. And when that sells, then I have to create another one with Gnarly Tree Rex. And so it'd be a weird thing. Um, the way, at least the way my site's set up right now. Down the road, like I said, if this keeps growing and growing, I may hire someone to make me a custom built site, which would allow me to do some more of those things. Um, but seriously, if anybody has suggestions like that, I love that suggestion. I really do. Um, just from a logistical standpoint, right now, behind the scenes, that isn't really easy to do. Whereas I have probably at least 8 full sets of giants, just the standard giants, if that makes sense. So, yes, Chandler, I have had to it's okay. I never expect anybody to make every single unboxing that I do, especially when they're random, spur of the moment, whenever the boxes show up. I I was expecting to do another 1 or 2 this week, but a box seems to have gotten stuck at one of the distribution centers. It's been there for like I was expecting this box on like Tuesday and it's still not here. Um so I may have to inquire about that one. But Amen. The great has Stump Smash been bought yet? So Stump Smash is an auction item this week. So the auction runs from now until let's see. That auction ends at 7:45 Central Time. So we have about 1 hour and 25 minutes left. Um so if you want to check that out, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen there, skylanderscharacterlist.com/auctions. You go to skylanderscharacterlist.com/auctions or just go to the front page of the site and click on the auction button. You can find the Flock Stump Smash there, and if you're interested, give it a bid if it's still within your price range. So yeah, it's still available technically, but it is an auction item this week. Looking at the Swap Force bundle, Stink Bomb is out of stock. Yes, I understand. I built the bundle so that whenever Stink Bomb does come back in stock, the bundle will be available. But that bundle is very specific. If you've looked at it, um, I think most people know that have followed Skylanders since Swap Force. There are two specific sets of 8 figures that cover both 8 elements and 8 movement types. And like you can't interchange um swappers easily because like the if I would say, okay, well, Stink Bomb is the life element, so just swap him out for Grilladrilla, right? He's in stock, but Stink Bomb has the stealth movement type, whereas Grilladrilla has the dig. And so if I swap them, then I have 2 digs in that set, and that doesn't in that bundle, and it doesn't work anymore. And so that the set of 8 I have up there is the one that is most likely to be in stock. Um, whereas the other set is going to have Doomstone in it, and I'm never going to have that complete set in stock. So that's why I put that one up there. So when I do have those 8 figures in stock, that bundle will be available. If I'm out of one of them, well, it's not available then. That's just how it's going to go. Um, so it's I'm preparing for the future, I guess you could say, for when I do get more of those in stock, because I know I get Stink Bomb in stock from time to time. It's just out of stock at the moment. So, Courtney, you're ready to work the shop for me? Are you going to move up this way? Is that the plan? I don't think you're going to commute 4 hours every day. Rose of Death, welcome. Pay you in Skylanders. Man, might be able to work that out. Actually, we'll see. But like I said, I still don't know if I'm to that point yet, Courtney. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I I do wonder. I mean, it's still kind of early to tell how popular the bundles are, because most people that visit my shop right now already have partial collections, right? And so they don't necessarily need the bundles. The bundles are geared towards people who are just getting started, right? When you don't have any um SSA figures, well, I have the Spyro's Adventure bundle that will give you one character from each element, and you can 100% the game. Or I give you all 8 giants. If you're just getting started with giants, come buy the giants bundle, and it's going to be a great start. It's going to allow you to complete that game and access all the areas and stuff. So, um, we'll give it a little while yet and see if we make any sales of those bundles, and see how that goes, or if I do need to incentivize further. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Chatterbug just popping in. Since I don't do many auctions, a little news: I finally finished my SSA. Nice. Finished the SSA. Wait, for DS, like Doomstone? Do you mean SSF or SSA? I'm curious now. Speaking of Swap Force, Sean has a question. Is there a swapper for Undead and another for Electric? Well, Electric isn't an element. Is there a swapper for undead and another for electric? I mean, there's swappers for all the elements. The undead ones are Rattleshake and wow. Showing how late it is. I guess I'm not sure what you're asking exactly. Rose of Death. So, if you could clarify for me here. Oh, Night Shift. Yeah, Rattleshake and Night Shift are the two undead ones. I mean, yeah, there's swappers for every element. So, if you mean electric, like water, I mean, water's usually the one that mixes kind of with electricity. Um, there's none specifically that are really have electric powers though in the swappers. All right. Skadoosh, yes. Quick draw Rattleshake. He is the best. You see him up there on the shelf? I mean, he is the absolute best. Cannot go wrong with that guy. I mean, Rattleshake is a great figure, and then Quick Draw Rattleshake, top notch. Top notch variant. Best in game variant in the game. Did Jip have half the SSA figures and Giants when he got back into Skylanders? Well, we'll help you get the rest of them. We're here to help you complete your collection. Jindigo, yeah. That hot dog ornament from the auction last week has a bit more heft to it. I suppose I could have mentioned that on stream as well. Like I tried to showcase like the size of it. But yeah, it's solid. Like it has some weight to it. And I always wonder why they make ornaments like that. I'm like, you're making these ornaments to hang on a flimsy little tree branch, right? Like, who thought this was a good idea? It's called gravity, folks. Electric as in tech? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the tech would be Magna Charge and Spy Rise. I mean, you can swap them out always. Yeah. Yeah. Zap and Cinder. Um, kind of think like electric. When I think electric, I think Punk Shock. Well, Zap as well. Zap and Punk Shock. But yeah, they're not swappers. So Skadoosh, unfortunately, yes, Quick Draw does go purple with the Soul Gem as well. That's why I refuse to do it on mine. I refuse to put the Soul Gem on Quick Draw Rattleshake. First of all, it's just like extra armor, and so I don't think it's worth it. Like he's a ranged character. He battles well from a distance. He doesn't need extra armor. So if you have him leveled up, if you know how to fight with him, and send out Deputy Snake, and you use just your main attack really is usually enough. Um, but you can use the tail whip to keep people at bay, and then yeah, like don't put the soul gem on quick draw. If you want to put the soul gem on standard Rattleshake, fine, I get it. But don't put him on. Don't put it on quick draw, because yes, it will turn him purple. It's a sad, sad day. Thank you very much, Egypt. Like I that's all I want. I want the site to be useful. I want the site to be useful. Yes, Obsession. I did get your email. I think I replied to it even. Pretty sure I replied to it. But yeah, I'm glad to add your collection, help you grow your collection, help you complete your collection. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Soul Gem increases crits too. I survive without it. I think you can too. I mean, it's up to you if you wanna uh, use the Soul Gem and turn your Rattleshake purple. But it's just so unfortunate. Like that character looks so good in game. I mean, the figure looks great, and then he looks so good in game too. And just oh man, family's been using the same fake Christmas tree ever since you were born. I suppose maybe ornaments would hold up better on fake Christmas trees. I mean, I love real Christmas trees, so um, although we haven't had one in a few years, unfortunately. Any big chase in this auction or just Stumpy? Yeah. So let's check out those auctions again. So yeah, Flock Stump Smash is the only big boy this week. Um, like I said, I still have the other three available. So I still have um metallic purple lightning rod. I still have purple flame hot dog and green flame hot dog. Those three are still available. If anybody's interested in making me an offer on them privately, you still got time to do it on those three. If not, one per week will be added to the auctions. Um, so, like I said, this week it's Flock Stump Smash. Next week, who knows? Actually, no. I'll tell you now. If no one buys it, next week will be metallic purple lightning rod. Now, with that being said, I will tell you I have some people that are interested. We have not come to a deal yet, but that is next one scheduled to be on the auction block. So if you're interested in that one, make sure to get in offers this week. Otherwise, yeah, he'll be up for auction next Saturday. Um, so yeah, looking at the auctions, Flock Stump Smash is still sitting at 50-50. Let's see. Happy Meal toys still at $1. Griffin Park Observatory is up to 350. That one went up. Bad Juju's at $3. Embers at 650. Free range legendary free rangers is only at $1 yet. No bids, no bids, no bids. The card lot is at 350. The sticker lot is at $1. The Wiimote in the nunchuck is at $6. Um, the Xbox controller is at 15. That's the Skylanders branded Xbox controller. The three Mask of Power books, we have one for Trigger Happy, one for Eruptor, and one for Stump Smash this week. Each of those are currently at $550. The Swap Force hardcover collector's edition is at $550. The Superchargers Xbox One starter pack is at $25. The Infinity Bundle does not have a bid, and the Nitro Crypt King that is painted a little bit has a bid at $2. So a few things changed since we last checked up on it, and it looks looks like Bad Juju just got another bid. Bad Juju just jumped up to $4. So yeah, a few bids going on there right now, but yeah, Flock Stump Smash is currently at $50.50. There may be a bit higher than that. I mean, some, but I can't reveal that information. So, um, let's see. Is the same soul gem for both top and bottom? Yes. Yeah. There's only one soul gem to collect for Rattleshake. And it works for both halves. Yeah. And yeah, they turn it purple. Like I said. What do quests do for Skylanders? Depends which game. Like, are you talking about like the heroic challenges in the first couple of games, or what other quests? I in general, I'll say this: they typically increase some stat of your Skylander, depending on the quest, depending on the challenge. Um, Most of them will increase uh some stat. I can't say specifically without knowing more specifics, but um What's the starting bid on the hot dogs? That is yet to be determined. I here. I will help you out because you asked. So, doing a little quick research. My gut, without doing any research, um, would say $50 would be the minimum if they go to auction. Now, if someone comes to me privately and says, "Hey, I'll pay you $50," that's probably a hard no. Um, Unless I'm way off on my pricing here. Mhm. Let's see. So there is a purple hot dog, new in box, asking 300. Are there any sold here? Sold. Oh, there's been two out of box. They go for like 75 or 80. They've been selling two of them and sold recently. For about 75 or $80. Include shipping there. Um, so 50 might be a little bit high for a starting bid, honestly. Might start them down at like 40 and see where it goes. Um, that's at least the purple one. See, I think most of these are usually pretty even. Green and different. Yeah, you see, like there's. Oh no, there is one. There's two. Ooh, the green one seems to be more expensive. So, well, okay, no, those are still asking prices. Where are my sold items? Come back here, sold items. Okay, new in box, one sold for 120. Out of box sold for 85. And like once again, asking prices out of box for like 90 or 100. So that one might not be out of the question to start it at 50-ish. Um so yeah, that probably 40 to 50. I'll double check them before they go to auction again if they make it to auction if I don't get offers on them before that, but yeah, we'll see. Like how other Skylanders on the wiki just show us chaos. Yeah, I but chaos wouldn't be a real category really. So, and that's opening it up just in case they did make others down the road. Skylanders enjoyer, welcome, welcome. Rose of Death. He was looking for the tech element. Okay, so yeah, um, this goes back to what we were talking about with Swap Force. So I mean, your swappers, like I said, you have two undead. You're gonna have two undead and two tech. So you have Night Shift and Rattle Shake in undead, and Magna Charge and Spy Rise for tech. And yes, I mean you can mix and match any of them however you want. So yeah, I mean just grab one undead and one tech and mix and match. Um, so yeah, I mean it's possible to have an undead tech character. Yes, if that's what you're asking. Do I have superchargers, disc, and portal for any Xbox? Um, in the shop. In the shop, I just sold out this week. Actually, I had an Xbox 360 copy of Superchargers and the Portal. Those actually both sold this week. But Spartan, you're in luck. If you're okay with Xbox One, you said any Xbox. Um, there is a Skylanders Superchargers starter pack in the auction this week. So I would recommend going to check that out if that's something you're interested in. So like I was saying earlier, it's the starter pack still in the box. The box is heavily damaged and it's popped open and stuff, but like I pulled it out briefly just to make sure everything was there. All the figures are there. Um, the portal's there. It looks like I can see under the portal where the poster and the cards are. That's still there. The game is still there in the case, still sealed. Like, it hasn't been opened at all. So, yeah, brand new Xbox One starter pack. Um, other than damaged box. But, I mean, if you're just looking for Portal and Disc, I mean, it's there. Yeah, I do have that one in up for auction right now. It has a bid on it already, but you're welcome to bid on it. So yeah, as for Xbox Superchargers, that's all I have in stock right now is that one auction item. Because like I said, I did have some, but it's sold out now. Do you know how many Crystal Stealth House were made? No, unfortunately not. So um the only chase variants that we really have numbers for are the ones that were part of giveaways. So like the Frito-Lay ones, anything that's Frito-Lay, we do have numbers for. So like Flocked Stump Smash, there were 7,334. Now, don't ask me how they got that number. I have no idea what they were thinking. 7,334, super random number if you ask me. Um, but we know that number because it was part of a giveaway. And as part of giveaways like that, they have to have the fine print, right? And the fine print always has to tell you exactly how many prizes you're giving away. And so we know how many Flock Stump Smashes there were. Um, the hot dogs, the green, red, and purple flame Frito-Lay hot dogs. Um, we we know the total number. It's just under 6,000, and we're assuming that they probably made an equal number of red, purple, and green. So if we divide that number by 3, we get just under 2,000 of each. Um, the Flocked Springtime Trigger Happy was actually part of a giveaway down in Australia, not in the US, but down in Australia. But they had, because it was part of a giveaway, they had to provide numbers. They were only giving away 25 of them down in Australia, but they gave us overall production numbers that said there were 1,500 of them worldwide, 1,500. Um, it has been speculated that um, that 1,500 number was pretty standard for chase variants. That that might have been the number they used for all other chase variants, but I have not seen any concrete proof. Um, I have not talked to anybody who's worked with the figures, from Activision or from a production standpoint that can confirm for me how many they made. Honestly, I would suspect that very few people in the world actually know how many were made, because that's kind of a high level executive decision that most people who work at the company wouldn't even need to know how many were being made. So like I'd say some high level like CFO, whatever, um, folks at Activision might know, and maybe some of the like production or plant managers who actually had to create the figures might know. But the average worker, I don't think would ever know because they don't need to. Um, so yeah, I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But I mean, if you think about it, like, do those figures pop up about as often as the Frito-Lay ones that we know how many there are? I mean, like I said, there's 7,334 Flock Stump Smashes in existence. How often do you see those? They're not super common. So I don't know. I don't know. Just looking at the wiki and it shows quest for characters from giants to swap force, like defeat a certain amount of enemies, eating a certain amount of food, dealing a certain amount of elemental damage. Okay. Someone else might have to help me out on this one. I don't recall exactly what those do. If they do anything, if they're not just like accolades and just for the sake of completing something in the game and getting a little check mark, um, I would still guess they would increase your stats a little bit. The increase really isn't significant in most cases. Butter Crush, unfortunately, no. Damaged Echo was sold yesterday, I think, or maybe 2 days ago. Whatever day I posted about it on Instagram, that's when it finally sold. So, yeah, Damaged Echo has been purchased. The undamaged Echo has also been purchased as well. So I'm currently out of Echo. They lasted a few days actually. I was kind of surprised, but yeah, they all sold now. Otherwise, yeah, if damaged Echo hadn't sold, it'd probably be up in auction right now. But yeah, it did finally sell. Chandler, yeah, wonder if they were all distributed or not. That's always the question, especially with chase variants. Now, like the giveaway items, they have to, give away those, like because they said we're gonna have this many winners, and so they should have shipped all those out. Um, but as far as chase variants that are just randomly inserted into shipments, and if they make it into the stores, they do may or may not. Who knows? So yeah, Quick Draw Rattleshake was a Frito Lay variant first, but then did eventually come to retail. And so that's why it's not. I mean, it's an in-game variant, which was kind of our first hint that it probably wasn't exclusive. The second hint is when we got our hands on the box and it had a barcode on the bottom. Like if it was just going to be a giveaway prize, all the other giveaway boxes typically say where there would be a barcode, it says like not for resale. Um, but Quick Draw Rattleshake, even the giveaway version, I mean, there was only one version, and it had a barcode on the bottom. So that's like, okay, this is coming to retail eventually. Um, but yeah, that's I mean, like I said, not only was it in-game variant, but that's why it's not rare like all the other chase variants and the other Frito-Lay giveaway stuff. Um, 1,500 seems way too low. I don't know, man. I haven't looked more at the baseball cases. I might keep an eye out. I did just purchase empty Eon's Elite Stealth Elf case this week. So I think I mean, that's gonna house. Oh, should that house Camel? That should maybe house Camel. I I just realized all of these guys are life. The Flock Stump Smash. No, I need to get the Flock guy in a case first to keep him clean. But then I need one for red camo, and I need one for custom red camo, and then I need a tech one for Flock Springtime Trigger Happy. So I need at least 4 cases. So yeah, maybe I should look into the baseball cases just to even if it's just a temporary solution. Hey John, thank you for chiming in about this. Give you a gold medal and get a hat in Giants and stars in Swap Force for completing those quests. Here, quests are a ranking system in Giants and Swap Force. Skylanders need to complete various objectives in order to increase their rank and yes, obtain hats and increase stats. Yes, there you go. There you go. So yeah, a little bit of everything. It sounds like someone at Activision probably has every chase. Potentially, some of the designers got to keep a lot of them. I know, especially if they helped design them. Um, but even so, I don't know if any of the employees, unless they were actively collecting them, I don't know that they have every chase variant. Because like a lot of them have like the prototypes were always at the studios, but I don't know if they ever got finalized versions of them. 'Cause, like, they just needed to, like, approve the designs. They didn't need functional figures for the Chase variants. Imagine an old Toys R Us warehouse still stuff full of figures and variants. If I could find that warehouse, like, if they still have Skylander stuff, I would totally, totally, try to buy them out. But so would you count Quick Draw as a Chase variant? No. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, he's definitely an in-game variant. Um, and like I said, he was released at, um, retail. Just you could go in and buy Quick Draw Rattleshake. It was a specific, had a specific SKU number, like, they just sent cases of Quick Draw Rattleshake. Um, so it's more like a holiday variant, right? Where you got Springtime Trigger Happy. They just sent cases upon cases, or the legendary variants. You know, they're in-game variants, they just sent them cases of them. Um, yeah, it wasn't even distributed like a Chase variant. Yeah. Baseball cases? Okay. Cheap and solid. Got it. If you win the bid, oh, yeah, yeah. So Spartan, yeah, no stupid questions here. I'm happy to this is why host these, like, Q&A sessions. If you have questions, I know the auctions are new for a lot of people, and I wanna make you as comfortable bidding on them as possible. Um, so yeah, if you bid, if you win an auction, then the item if you go onto the auction page, there will be, like, a pay now button, um, or you will also get sent an email that will have a pay now button. And once you hit that, it'll send the item to your cart on the site, and you'll actually have the option then to add more items to your cart if you want. So you don't so you can, like, combine shipping costs. Um, but it's just like buying anything else on the site then, you know? So you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with a credit card, um, just how you would normally play, not how you would normally pay. Um, so that is that's it just turns into an item in your cart. And so just like you would normally buy anything on the site, you can, yeah, you can use PayPal, credit card, whatever. Any lots planned? I mean, like, for auction? I guess I don't necessarily have any planned. Um, it's like I have big items coming up for the next few weeks of auctions. Um, so I don't plan on doing any, like, mystery lots for the auctions while I still have those big items. Like, that's what the first mystery lot was like, I didn't have a big item for that week. So it's like, "Hey, mystery lot, that's gonna be our big item this week." Um, but I am thinking that I might put a limited, very limited amount of, mystery lots up in the shop soon, because like I said, I am my stock is, starting to build up, right? And I could do with getting rid of large numbers of figures quickly. Um, I would like to do that. So, uh, maybe look out for those if that's what you're thinking. Like I that's also kind of why I was doing. Oh, here. No, you're talking about unboxing. Got it. Um, sorry about that tangent. But yeah, I do have some, like I said, I was expecting some smaller lots earlier this week. Um, I was expecting one on Tuesday. It's still not here. I did get one that was delivered to my PO box today, but once again, I use a small town post office, and they're open for like 2 hours on Saturday morning, and I wasn't able to make it in today, so I'll have to pick that up on Monday. So I know Monday I'll have at least one. I do have a few more on the way. I've been purchasing again this week, so we'll see when they actually arrive. But yes, I do have more lots on the way, and like I said, I actually added more stuff to the shop today. If people weren't here earlier when I was talking about that, I added some of the items that were a little bit dirty that I need to clean up um, from one of the earlier unboxings this week, and then I also added a few items from the smoky lot that I've gotten cleaned up. Those are few more high dollar stuff, including um, Double Dare Trigger Happy and the Gold Rusher, Power Blue Trigger Happy, Power Blue Splatter Splasher, a dark and light creation crystal, a dark reactor, and a light rune. Ambush, Aurora, and Pinata are all in the shop if they have not sold by now. I did see we had some orders coming in, so let me just, I can double check and see if any of those sold. So if you're looking for those specifically, um, no, 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 no. It looks like all those should still be there. um, so yeah, so that order that came in was other stuff. Um, so yeah, I do have more stuff on the way, but I did just update the store tonight, kind of soft rollout, stealth update. Um, just because, like I said, I had already unboxed it really, and then some of the stuff I'm just slowly adding over time. Uh, because I was hoping to have an unboxing at the end of this week, but it just didn't happen. Like the packages just didn't show up, and so I figured, well, let's add some stuff today. Chandler, first of all, never apologize for messaging a lot. No, that's fine. I love it when the chat is busy. Let's see, what do you got? I remember there being official Skylanders collecting app. Think you'll ever do anything similar to that on your page under account? Make it like a social platform. Um, so I don't. Maybe down the road. What I have right now, if you're not familiar with it, I would recommend you check out collectioncrossing.com. Collectioncrossing.com is another website I have. It's actually a money pit for me right now because it's free to use and costs me thousands of dollars every year to host it and run that site. Um, but I would highly recommend you use that. I'm very proud of how it turned out. And as far as collecting and keeping track of your collection and being able to share your collection, um, I like how that's going. Somewhere down the line, like I was saying, someday I might have someone customize Skylanders character list, and if I get that done, I may try to kind of integrate Collection Crossing with SCL, and that may be a little bit more what you're looking for, perhaps. Um, but for the time being, I would definitely check out collectioncrossing.com. Um, Collection Crossing not only has all your Skylander stuff, but it has all the, if you have multiple collections, that was the idea. Um, if you have Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions, Amiibo, it has all that stuff on there. And there's even an option to create a custom collection. So you can keep track of anything on there. Now, the custom collection, you have to enter the title and you can add a picture of things, so you know exactly what you're collecting. But yeah, you can literally keep track of any collection on the site. So I would check that out for now. Um, yeah, it's not an app. It's just a website, but it is responsive. And I think personally, I think it works well on mobile devices. So hopefully that'll suffice for now, but let me know. Jinigo, how do you think about the ideas in community tab for seeing what upgrade path is the best, like getting votes to see what's most favorite? That would be a good idea. And I'm gonna add that to my list. I know we've talked about this a little bit before. Um, kind of crowdsourcing, which path is the best and like long-term crowdsourcing, right? Um, so I'm just gonna write down which path is best and see if I can get some preliminary stuff up there um this week. But actually, because something I've always wanted to do is provide more information about the character on each individual character page and almost make like as essentially, a wiki. Um, the wiki, is kind of incomplete and has a lot of extra information that I don't necessarily feel is necessary, um, but at least stuff like pertaining directly to the game and like which path is best. Questions that people have about characters like that often, I think would be a good thing to have on the page. So keep an eye out for solar flare aurora. I can certainly do that. Yeah. Um, I've had her in the shop at least once, maybe twice. Maybe it's only once. I don't know. But yeah, she's harder to come by, and I'm kind of surprised. It's just a Target exclusive. I mean, okay, it's Imaginator's variant. What other do we have other stores? Well, okay, we steel plated hood sickle would be the other example. Best Buy exclusive, and the mystical ones for GameStop. So yeah, I guess they are kind of hard to come by. We don't get a lot of those in the shop, but it's not expecting to watch a live stream to do a Skylanders tonight. Well, here you are. Dove gotcha. Um, welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. I'm here every Saturday. I'm here multiple times throughout the week doing different things, usually unboxings or sometimes playing the game even. So welcome to the stream. I hope you'll come back and join us sometime. If you have any questions about Skylanders or SCL or the auctions that are going on right now, which I should probably get an update on soon, let me know. Let me know. Glad to have you. Skadoosh, have a good night. Yeah, Chandler, that's the thing. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of Collection Crossing. I kind of put it out there when I was away from Skylanders, and so I wasn't super active in the community at the time. And like it was a project that I actually started working on back in like 2014, 2015. And so when Toys to Life was still, all the rage, like I was working on Collection Crossing back then. I had a couple of developers that fell through that didn't complete the project, and it wasn't until 2019 when it finally got completed. Or actually, well, I think it actually did it get completed in 2019 or was it 2020? It was much, much later when it finally got completed. So, um, unfortunately, it came out much later than I thought, but yeah, it is what it is. Do people not like Aurora? I mean, no. I think a lot of people kind of like her because she's like the fastest Skylander out there. And that's one of the biggest problems with Skylanders is their speed. They're always so slow. That's like I said, that's the only reason I give Skylanders hats is if they include a boost to their speed because I don't care about all the other stats, but I need them to be faster. And I believe statistically, like Aurora is the fastest Skylander. So she's kind of fun to play with, actually. Not a fan of human like Skylanders. Fair enough. Fair enough. That would be a mark against Aurora for sure. Sevenfold, welcome. Auctions are tonight, every Saturday night. We got our first auctions ending in like 25 minutes, so we should probably go check on them. See what's going on here. See if anything has changed. So it looks like our Flocked Stump Smash, our big showcase item, is still sitting at $50.50. The Superchargers Happy Meal toys are at $1. Griffin Park Observatory, a damaged one, is at $3.50. Damaged Bad Juju is at 550. Damaged Ember at 650. Legendary Free Ranger has a little bit of damage as well, is up to 250 now. Um, oh, one of the Disney Infinity figures finally got a bid. Tonto has a bid for $1. There's a bunch of Disney Infinity stuff that does not have bids yet. If you're interested in anything Disney Infinity, I have one starter pack that I put together. It has all the starter pack contents plus a little bit extra stuff. Um, it doesn't actually have the game. It has the portal and all the figures, um, and a few of the play sets then too. But then yeah, then we also have the Toy Story play set up for sale tonight. Rocket Raccoon, Tonto, like I said, has a bid finally. The two painted Skylanders, Slam Bam and Stealth Elf, that were painted by, I'm assuming, a child, but I could be wrong. It could be someone like me who would have had trouble customizing stuff. Like I can't paint. My figures would turn out like those figures. Um, but yeah, we got some of these in a lot the other day that, they're customized Skylanders, and so I'm not going to sell them in the shop, but I'll sell them at auction. So yeah, we have Series 2 Slam Bam and a Series 1 Stealth Elf if you want to check those out. We have a small lot of Trap Team cards up to 350. The Trap Team stickers are up to 250. Those have a few bids now. We have a random Wiimote with the nunchuck. It's currently at $6. Uh, the Xbox controller is still sitting at 15. Minimum bid of 15 there. So it's a Skylanders themed Xbox 360 controller. We have our 3 Mask of Power Skylanders Universe books. One figure featuring Trigger Happy, one for Ruptor, and one for Stump Smash. Each of those is still sitting at 550 a piece. The hardcover Swap Force Collector's Edition game guide is sitting at 550. Whoa! The Superchargers Xbox One starter pack has jumped up to $40.50. That was sitting at the minimum bid of $25 last time we checked it out. But then we just did have the talk about it with Spartan, was it? Who's in here talking about that one, asking if I had a Superchargers for Xbox, and well, I have one in the auction. I may have bid on it. So yeah, that's currently at $40.50 there. Yeah, then it said the Disney Infinity Bundle does not have a bid, and the Nitro Crypt King that also has some paint on it, some custom paint, is sitting at $2, a minimum bid of $2. So yeah, the auctions are doing pretty well tonight. Like I said, before it was just like the Disney Infinity stuff, the non-Skylander stuff that didn't have bids, but even some of that is getting bids now. So that's good to see. Chandler, if any figure could get repos, what one would you want and what would you want it to look like? Would have loved to see a Blaze Breath Sunburn or Lightning Mace Wham Shout. Those are interesting. I mean, my favorite character is obviously Camo. I finally completed my camo collection. I would have loved to see more camo, honestly, but I also think they could have done a lot more with Drobot. Like Drobot is a great figure, and honestly, I think the repos, like his Series 2 repos, is the best of all of his figures. I feel. Um, we've talked about before, even like Light Core Drobot. He hit little gem in his back glows. It should have been like he should have had like glowing eyes. Like I would love to see that, or just I don't know. I feel there's more they could have done with Drobot. Um, I can't think of exactly what I would do necessarily, but oh, I know we were talking about camo the other night, and I would love to see like an Eon's Elite camo with where he's like surrounded by his melons, right? If you're familiar with his attack, the melon path he can take, and all of his melons that he like makes explode and stuff. I think that would have made a great Ian's Elite figure for camo. So I think that's what I want to see. Even if it's not Ian's Elite, just give me a Series 3 camo with an exploding watermelon or something. Sevenfold, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the weekend's been going better for you. We can settle you down with some nice Skylander stuff. uh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I I am not good with names to begin with. You'll see that I tend to shorten names whenever I can, and yeah, I apologize if I slaughter your name or anybody else's name for that matter. Which game is my favorite Skylanders game? I still stand by the original Spyro's Adventure. First game is the best game. It may not be the most complex game, but I think that's where it started. That one has the most charm. That was the original intent of the game in the series, and I love that game. I go back and play that game all the time. But the other ones aren't bad by any means. Like I said, I've always said if I had to, rank all the games on a scale from like 1 to 100 and say like Spyro's Adventure is 100, well, the worst game 6 games later would still only be like a 94 or something. Like I I don't feel any of them are particularly awful. Although after my most recent replay of Swap Force, I remember why I don't like that game, and maybe that one would be a little bit lower. But still, it'd be like a, I don't know, 90, 85, 80, still kind of high on the scoreboard there. So there's not too many bad ones. They're all pretty close overall. Favorite underrated Spyro's Adventure Skylander. Ooh. I mean, the people who understand camo really like camo, but I think there are a fair number of people who do kind of underrate him. Um, Potentially just because they took the wrong path. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes one path is clearly better or clearly stronger than another, and that can make the difference in whether or not you like a character sometimes. Um, but no, let's see. There's got to be a better answer than me just sticking with camo all night. I I don't know. Everybody likes Trigger Happy, right? I like Trigger Happy a lot. Let's see. Underrated. Underrated SSA Skylander. Maybe I don't know. Would Cinder qualify? I like. I think Cinder's really awesome, but I don't know that she's underrated. Maybe Zap. Maybe probably more underrated than Cinder. Um, I don't know because everybody's opinions are different, and so that's what's hard to say. Like one person might underrate it, while another it might be someone else's favorite. Um, yeah, I probably somewhere in there. Yeah, they could do something better with Drobot. Yes, reflective paint, eyes or wings. His wings extended. Yeah, yeah, like more like a cinder pose or something, where we got a lot of extended wings. Whereas Drobot, he had his wings up in one, and then they are kind of back in another. But yeah, if they get it like fully extended, maybe I don't know. I got your name right. Yeah, Jindingo. That would be a different name entirely. Yeah. Okay. Um, Dynarang is really good. Just kind of really awkward to use. Plus, felt like he and Bash were too close in movesets. Wait, really? Dynarang and Bash are close? Like Bash is all about like rolling. Dynarang has boomerangs. Hey, maybe it's been too long since I played Dynarang. I'll have to go check him out again. Do I like Camo? I mean, he's okay. He's not bad. Yeah, yeah. Agree? Disagree? Yeah, I like Camo. Yeah, I like Camo. I have my complete Camo collection, like the extended Camo collection. How many other you can say you have 4 camos? Huh? 4 unique camos. I do. Thank you, Earthen Avenger. Found a new unboxed Sea Shadow at a garage sale for $1. Shop locally, people. Shop locally. You'll find your deals. Pretty sure any person not from Lithuania would mispronounce my name. Yes. I mean, maybe surrounding countries might have some idea, or just other countries that have similar language bases. But yeah, I think the vast majority of Americans are going to mispronounce your name. So once again, I apologize for myself and everybody else. um, Pumpkin, I'm glad you got your Flashwing. Have you played with her yet? Flashwing is amazing as well. If you don't like Flashwing, seriously, like, what? How do you like Skylanders? I don't get it. Flashwing is awesome, but then again, I like ranged characters, so she works out really well. Could be misremembering. Could have sworn he had a role. It's possible he has a role, but I mean, he also has boomerangs, which Bash doesn't. So to me, that's enough to make them different. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay if you can't write English correctly tonight. Sometimes I have trouble writing English correctly, and it's my native language. And I'm sure if I tried to write in Lithuanian, it, do you have your own language there, or what is the native language of Lithuania? Let's see if we can learn something tonight. Lithuania. What is your language? Come on, Wikipedia. What do you got? Language. Where's the language? It's got to be in here somewhere. Official language, Lithuanian. Yep. There you go. But yeah, if I tried to, even if I had a cursory knowledge of Lithuanian, I'm sure I'd still mess it up. So I don't fault you at all for that. Drobot could have used a quick side roll attack. Could have made a cool figure. Possibly, yeah. I mean, that makes me feel like Spyro, right? Like I just been playing, but like I don't play with Spyro a lot in Skylanders, but I mentioned earlier this week that I've been replaying, or well, been playing again the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and I'm just in the first game right now. But like he has that quick side roll. Um, they could have given to like any dragon. Honestly, would have been nice. Did I come up with a variant name yet? Not officially, no. Um, yeah. So the thing is, like, so many people refer to what I call red camo, the actual variant. So many people call that fruit punch camo. Um, that I think if I called the custom one fruit punch camo, that it would start to be confusing. Um, so like I feel like, although I mean it would be good because it's kind of a combination here. Let's pull this down again for people who I know we have some new people down here tonight. So this is a custom figure that was painted for me. It was a surprise. They just knew that I like camo, and they made this for me. Earthen Avenger made this for me, and like this camera isn't going to do it justice, but like you can see it has like purples and reds in there, and so yeah, like the fruit punch kind of makes a lot of sense. And I mean, I could definitely see that. But then I'd still I feel I'd have to clarify time and time again, like, when I'm talking about fruit punch, I'm talking about my custom figure as opposed to um the actual chase variant, which I call red camo, but we'll see. We'll see. Awesome. Flashwing works like a dream. You want to see a tier list of all characters? Ooh. Ranking everything, design, attacks, personalities, variants, wow pows. I don't have that kind of time, Jindigo. I it would take me long enough just to make a basic tier list, but ranking everything, whew. Spartan. So, I as I state in the auction FAQ, um, I allow you 3 days to pay for auction items. So, auctions end tonight. So you have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to pay for your auction items. If you don't pay for the auction items by Tuesday, by the end of Tuesday, um, your bid gets deleted and it goes to the second highest bidder. And then they have 3 days and so on and so forth. If you happen to be the only bidder on an item, um, and you need an extension, let me know and we can probably work something out. But that's only going to be the case if you are the only bidder. If there were other bidders and you can't pay in time, then I do need to um, I knock off your high bid and allow them to have a shot at it. So um, yeah, you have 3 days to pay for the auction items. Um, yeah, I know you'd love to add additional items to the cart, and that is possible. Like I said, but yeah, I got to keep the auctions moving too. Can't just allow everybody to hold on to items for an indefinite amount of time. There are a little amount of Skylanders in Lithuania. Yeah, Swap Force figures. Roller Brawl is amazing. I'm glad you like Roller Brawl. She's one of my favorites as well. The undead element in general is really, really good. Night Mango, welcome, welcome. New name I don't recognize. I must know, what is your opinion on Drill Sergeant? Um, I'm not. I don't have strong opinions either way on Drill Sergeant. It's not a character I use regularly. It's not one of my top tier figures, but it's not necessary. He's not necessarily at the bottom of my list either. Just kind of middle ground for me. Like each character we combine in one, except for superchargers. Yeah. Um, yeah, Jindigo. I know there's a lot of people who like to see me rank things. Um, that seems to be a very popular thing to do in the Skylanders world. I've never been really big into ranking things, and so like I just finally decided on, well, okay, I have a favorite camo. We know that, and then people always want to know my least favorite, and like I don't know. There's hundreds of figures. How am I supposed to pick a least favorite? But like I said, the one I always pick on the most, the one I just can't find anything good to say about is Firecracken. So I'm like, okay, Firecracken's my least favorite. Um, will I someday find one that's worse than Firecracken? Maybe, but I haven't spent enough time with all of them either to like fully judge. like you're saying, like personality and their wow pows and stuff. Like I probably haven't used half their wow pows. So I like it's kind of hard for me to judge. But could do rose camo, they're black and red roses. Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. Something flower based. Drill Sergeant is your favorite. I do see the picture of him there. That makes sense. Berry Blast. Ooh, I like the sound of that, if nothing else. Berry Blast camo. It it kind of makes me think of like Gushers or something like that. You know the fruit snacks, right? Gushers, and he would fit in real well with that. Maybe, maybe exactly. Pumpkin April. It's hard to pick a favorite. There's so many good characters out there. Yeah, Berry Blast. We're liking Berry Blast. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. We might head that way. Imaginators PS4 game only and chain reaction for 28 euro. Good deal. Um, I think so. I mean, the PS4 game by itself is probably what 10, 15, maybe 20. I mean, I'm just thinking like US dollars. Um, chain reaction. What do I have chain reaction listed for right now? I think I actually have him in stock right now. Even I want to say I have him listed for like 20 or so as well. Let's just double check this. But I'm thinking as a combo, that should be a nice deal. Oh, I have chain reaction listed for 26. So I mean, that's almost your price right there. So yeah, I have them listed for 26. And here we can even check what I have the game listed for, even though I don't have it in stock. So let's see, Imaginators for PS4. Come on, PS4. So I have it listed for 10, which means I usually see it sell for like 15 or 20 on eBay. So, yeah, I would say it's a good deal. Especially if you need both of the items, like then it's a really good deal. But yeah, I would say it's good. Jalapeno popper? No, not only am I not a fan of jalapenos or jalapeno poppers in general, um, I mm, I don't know if that works with coloring really. Camel likes watermelons. You're right. You're right. He does like watermelons, but this is the variant, right? So not only does it kind of keep in the fruit theme, but we also have um like the coloring scheme, the purple and the red, like that. Those are berry colors, right? They're not really watermelon colors like camo is. So okay, hold on just a minute. We are getting to the end of these auctions. I believe we have an auction that ends at 7:30 in like 2 minutes here. Which one is that? Which one ends early tonight? It's not Flock Stump Smash. 7:30, 7:30. 7:30 is the Xbox One starter pack, which is currently up to 5150. Wow. Wow. So yeah, the Superchargers Xbox One starter pack, like I said, is damaged box, but everything else is intact. The game is still sealed, hasn't been opened. So game portal, poster, cards, figures, all the stuff is still in there. That will be ending at 7:30 unless we go into overtime. Keep in mind for Spartan, you in particular, I know you're new to auctions here. Um, I have what we call a soft close on these auctions. This is something that eBay does not have, but it just means that you can't snipe things right at the end. So, um, if anybody places a bid within the last minute of the auction, and one more minute will be added to the timer, and you'll see down on the bottom of the page it'll say that this auction is in overtime. Um, so yeah, let's see. I just refreshed the wrong page. I'm sorry about that. All right. It looks like that auction may have ended. um, so I apologize about that. Kind of cut out there. So yes, the Xbox One starter did end at 5150 for the total. Um, so congratulations to whoever won that. I don't have the winner listed right in front of me. I can check that out in just a minute. Um, so the next auction will be ending in about 5 minutes. We have the Swap Force Collector's Edition game guide currently going for $5.50. All right, let's get back to these questions. Well, they do explode like a gusher in your mouth. Isn't that one? Is upgrade? Oh, peppers. You're right. There is another vegetable upgrade in there. I think, and that I always thought was kind of weird. Like, okay, now they're just going like a garden theme. Like, stick with the watermelons. Have I ever seen Gravity Falls? I've seen a couple episodes. I've I think it was kind of the generation below me that got into Gravity Falls a little bit more. So I'm not super familiar with the show, but I've got nothing against it. Kyle, what is my favorite element overall? Yours is tech. Mine is undead. Um, Even though camo is my favorite Skylander, the undead element overall just has so many good characters. So many good characters. Um, Everything like Rattleshake, I love. Roller Brawl is great. Shortcut is great. Just so many good undead characters. Undead is the best element for me. Do you think Wrecking Ball, Sprocket, and Warnator are as bad as people say? I really like all three personally. So Night Mangle, this is what I say all the time too, is every character is going to be somebody's favorite. Just because well, like I've been saying Fire Kraken is my least favorite. Like I do not care for anything about Fire Kraken. But we've met people in the chat before who Fire Kraken is their favorite. And that's the thing. It's like just because it's not for me, just because I don't like him doesn't mean somebody else won't. So Wrecking Ball, Sprocket, Warnado, um, I those are fairly well disliked by the majority of people, but are they as bad as like I think a lot of people say they're bad because other people say they're bad. And I wonder how many of those people have actually played with those characters and given them a fair chance and upgraded them. Because that's one thing I always say too is like it, it's not really fair to judge a character unless you've played with them fully upgraded. Because I will yes, some of the best characters out there absolutely suck when they're at level 1, when they have no upgrades. And like it's just not fair to really judge them at that level. Um so I would say yeah, you got to level them up and play with them for a while before you can really judge. And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people take the time to do that. Like I haven't even done that for most characters. I just don't have that kind of time. So, um, something I want to do eventually for sure. But that's part of the reason why it's so hard to judge and rank hundreds of characters. It's like, I mean, I can judge them based solely on design because that's something I can just view with my eyes, and I like this one, I don't like this one. But when you say, well, how do you like a gameplay? How do you like their WoW house? I'm like, well, I haven't used all of them enough to figure out. So it's been a hot minute since you used camo, but boy, was I happy to snag a Thornhorn camo for $3. Yes, nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Sprocket on Drillix's big rig. She destroyed everything. There you go. Sprocket can destroy everything. That's what you heard. That's what you heard. Storm Lithuania still has draft team and Imaginators. That's awesome. Awesome. I love it. Biggie John, welcome, welcome. And you found Superchargers iOS mobile star pack. There you go. You found 6 of 1. for 30 bucks. Not bad. For the full starter pack, exactly. Like, I mean, you just saw, the we sold just the hot streak, the 601 for 15 bucks. So, if you can get the full pack for 30, sure. Sounds like a plan to me. There you go. Chandler loves Firecracken and Wrecking Ball. Sprocket's fun. Tornado just looks awesome. That's what I'm saying. It's cool. Thank you. His skipping is off-putting. That's one of my major gripes with Firecracken. Like, one, he's a melee character, which I like ranged characters. I do not do well with melee characters. Two, yes, his run is actually a skip, and I can't deal with it. He's just skipping everywhere, and like it feels like it makes him move slower, and it bothers me. And so I don't want to play with him if I don't have to. Um, like I'm not a big fan of his design. It just didn't do much for me. Not a fan of his coloring. I don't know, not for me. So like I just nothing. But I'm glad you pointed out that the skipping as well, because that's one of the major things that does not do it for me. Koei, welcome. Spartan, did you win the Xbox? I I I started to check and then I got distracted. Uh, yeah, it looks like you did. Congratulations. You got yourself an Xbox. Man, you had some competition there. Yeah, a couple of you guys going at it. Well, I'm glad you were able to get that. We looks like we probably had another auction end while I was talking here. Um, so the collector's guide is probably done now. Yep, that went for 550. So the next one to end is the controller, the Xbox 360 Skylanders controller. We'll be ending at 740, so in 3 minutes, looks like. So yeah, just the minimum bid on that one at the moment. So that's cool. What's the most lame catch? Come on. Uh, I I don't even remember all their catchphrases right now. Like, hey, I am on fire. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's his personality though too. It's like he's kind of a big lovable oaf. It's like, hey, I'm on fire. I mean, it's just fun. It's just fun. Oof, $22 shipping for the starter pack. They're overcharging, if you ask me. Either that or they don't know how to charge. Or they don't know how to ship, I should say. So in theory, do you have to have an account to bid? Yes. Um, yes, Chandler. You do need to have an account to place a bid. So if from the front page of SkylandersCharacterList.com, um, you can click on My Account under the shop tab there. If you click on My Account there, you can either log in or register. So you can register for an account right there. Um, so yeah, you do need an account to bid on the auctions. You don't need an account to shop in the shop. You can actually check out as a guest yet. I may be changing that in the future just to speed things up. But um, Couch Co-op, what is the quality of the books? I know they use any info otherwise. Just a moment, just a moment. All right. Well, so that's the collector's edition that was sold already. So the other books that we're talking about here, these three books. Let me take this off just to give you a bigger window. So they're actually in pretty good shape. Like the pages aren't bent. the cover, like, they lay flat. Um, like, the edges, like, they are dinged up a little bit from just general use, but otherwise, I would say in really good shape. Like, I try to take pictures of front and back, but, I mean, even most of the corners are pretty good. So, I mean, that's the trigger happy one. This is Eruptor. Like, I guess hit like the corner down here is a little bit bent up. Few more pages may have a few dings, but like nothing's torn or anything like that. Um, Stump Smash. He's looking real clean actually. Like yeah, I honestly most of these I'd be happy if I just picked them up off the shelf at a bookstore. Like this would be good enough for me. So to get these at like a used bookstore or something would be even better. Um, but yeah, I guess that was this trigger happy again. I guess I did just notice down here, like there's it is dinged up a little bit, and like on the saying on the back corner here, probably took a tumble off a shelf once or something. Um, but so yeah, a few scraped up edges here and there. They're not in mint condition by any means. Um, but I would near mint. Can you do you grade books as near mint? I don't know. Yeah, but no, thank you for asking. Like, that's exactly what this stream is for. If you ever have questions, like I said, not only about how the auctions work, but about specific auction items, if you want to see them again in person, like this is stuff that I have pulled out during unboxings, right? These are extra items that we got during the unboxings that I would have shown off on camera once, but now here we are for the auctions. And if you want to know more information about the item, I'm here to answer those questions. So there you go. When I went to the auction this morning, seen a new tab for portals. Um, was there was a portal tab? No, the portals are still in the shop. When you went into the auction this morning, you saw a tab for portals. Where did you see a tab for portals? Like I added it on the front page under the shop. Like I added um um I wanted to make the portals more obvious that I had them for sale. So I added it in well, I guess it was always in the menu, but I added a button to the front page so you could get directly there from the front page. Um, Along with a button for the games. But there shouldn't be anything directly related to the auctions. Because yeah, no, they should be. My point overall, they should still be available in the shop. If they're not, let me know because that's a big problem. Um, Pretty sure you saw the book for sale in Lithuania. It's very possible. Yeah, glad I could help out, Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Yeah, if you have any other questions, please let me know. Kobe, you have one of the Skylanders Book of Elements. Oh yeah, yeah, the Book of Elements is a whole another book, I think. Um, but yeah, there were a lot of Skylanders book they put out. Ooh, on the front page as you're going into the auctions. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no, that's just a shortcut to the shop that it brings you to the product category page for the portals. So the portals are still in the shop. Like if you go and just view all items in the shop, the portals will still be there. But the button on the front page that I added just allows you to view um, just the just the portals. Because like I said, I want to make them more obvious so people know I have them there. And I've been missing out on auctions closing. So 7:40 and 7:45 have passed. What just closed? So 740 was the Xbox controller, went for 15 there. Congratulations. And 745 was actually our Flock Stump Smash. So Flock Stump Smash closed at $50.50. All right. So I think those are all the big items, all the staggered auctions this week. Um, I believe everything else ends at 8 o'clock. So just a quick recap of what's going on here. Um, so we have the Happy Meal toy is still at $1. The Lego Dimensions Gandalf base does not have a bid. In Griffin Park Observatory, the damaged one has going for 350. The damaged Bad Juju is at 550. The damaged Ember is up to $7 now. Damaged Legendary Free Ranger is at 250. A lot of the Disney Infinity stuff, including the Toy Story playset, Rocket Raccoon, do not have bids. Tonto is at $1. The painted figures, Slam Bam and Stealth Elf, do not have bids. The Trap Team card lot is going for 350. The sticker lot is going for 250. The Wiimote and the Nunchuck is going for $6. See, the controller sold. The books, ooh, the books shot up again. They were going for 550 a piece. Now Trigger Happy's at 750, Eruptor's at 850, and Stump Smash is at 750. The Collector's Guide sold for 550. Starter pack sold. The Disney Infinity Starter Bundle does not have a bid yet. And the Nitro Crypt King that had some extra paint on it too is currently going for $2. So a lot of stuff going on there. It's likely a long shot, but do you know if you're going to get an Eon's Elite Dino Ring with any of the lots coming up? It's a good question. I don't think I am. I don't recall. I haven't seen the Eon's Elite Dino Ring in a long time, honestly. And I don't think I'm getting any Eon's Elite in the lots that are coming. Earthen Avenger, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, Jindigo Stump Smash is out of there. $50 tonight. I just realized it didn't even turn out to be the big item of the night. The big item of the night was the Xbox One starter pack that actually sold for more than Flock Stump Smash. Oh man. Ambush in box for $60. Ooh, I think that's a little overpriced for me. Dulan, welcome. you did always miss the end of the stream. Got a few minutes left. Our big items for the night are done, but yeah, still got stuff going on. Still have the rest of the items that end at 8 o'clock here, so coming up shortly. Night Mangle, yeah, the Walmart exclusive you should be able to find. I've seen that one pop up a few times on eBay and such. The gold one is definitely gonna be a problem. Yeah, those early chase variants are really hard to come by. But yeah, auctions have been doing really well tonight. Not only have we been selling almost everything, like all the Skylanders stuff has sold. Nope, I take that back. Not the painted Slam Bam and the painted Stealth Elf. And wait, no. Painted Stealth Elf got a bid. Hey, painted Stealth Elf got a bid. So painted Slam Bam is the only one that does not, only Skylanders item that does not have a bid yet tonight. And then let's see what else does not have bids. Rocket Raccoon from Disney Infinity, the Toy Story playset from Disney Infinity, and the starter bundle I created for Disney Infinity does not have a bid. Everything else has bids. So yeah, we're doing really well. Yeah. 18 to 23. That's huge. I mean, like I always said, it would be a huge success to me if we sold every item that was in the auction. Like even if it's just minimum bids on everything, Like, if we just like, the point of these auctions is to move items. Like, they're extra items that either I wasn't expecting or just I don't stock in my shop, and so if I just hold on to them, they're just taking up space around here, and I don't want too much of that. So I want to find these things new homes, and I'm so thankful that you guys are out here bidding on these things, 'cause it's I mean, it not only does it allow me to, you know, keep things neat and tidy and manageable, um, but every little bit helps the store. Every sale helps the store, even if it's just a minimum bid of $1. Like, it helps the store. So that means every dollar you spend means I'm going to be able to buy more Skylanders and, hopefully get them into your hands. So, any chance you can give us a hint as what next week's auctions may hold? Well, I would say keep watching the unboxing videos because pretty much everything that comes into the auctions is going to be shown in those videos. Um, oh yeah, the Lego base as well. Sorry, I'll get back to your question in a minute, Chandler. I promise. Um, yeah, the Lego base doesn't have a bid. The Gandalf Lego base that was a little bit of an oddball, and I thought about maybe I should have put a lower minimum bid on that because it's I mean the base is what's playable obviously, but it doesn't include the minifig. If it had the minifig, it might sell actually. But you said Slam Bam got a bid. Sure enough, Slam Bam did get a bid. So now officially all the Skylander stuff has bids. Just some of the Disney Infinity and Lego Dimension stuff is waiting on bids, hopefully. Um, but no, Chandler, what's coming next week? So it's a little bit hard to say because it can change from week to week. And like the damaged figures that I put up for sale, well, I might get more damaged figures in that I'll put up for auction, or I might use some of the ones I have um, sitting around in stock here. Um, but private sales happen. And so if I sell things privately throughout the week, like I said, the big item I'm currently planning on having in next week's auction is the metallic purple lightning rod. So that's an item we unboxed a couple of weeks ago, and I'm planning on that being the big item in next week's auction. However, I do have someone who has expressed some interest in it, and so if they purchase that privately before next week's auctions, then I'll move on to the next big item. Um, so that would be either the green flame or purple flame hot dog would replace that item then. So you can expect one of those three items to be in the auction tomorrow, unless I happen to sell all three of them privately. In that case, we may move on to a mystery lot, or um, if I get something else in one of the lots I unbox this week. So that is hard to say at this point, and but that's why I do try to get everything up for the auctions up on Friday. I have them listed so you can get a preview of what's to come on Friday at least. Because by the time they get listed on Friday, everything is set in stone. If I have it listed on auction on Friday, it is no longer available for private sale. So like yesterday, I listed the Flock Stump Smash. If someone came to me yesterday afternoon and said, "Hey, can I buy that Flock Stump Smash?" I'm like, "Sorry, it's up for auction. If you can go bid on it, but it's no longer available for private sale." So that's how that goes. Um, Flashing worth 100%. Awesome, Pumpkin Eyebrow. Glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. Dove, so the stream ends shortly after 8 o'clock. The last auction ends at 8 o'clock. My time is in like 6 minutes. And so I'll be on, 5, 10 minutes after that, usually, depending if people still have questions, if they want to talk, but not too much longer after that. Do private sales go up on the front page as one of the orders? Yes, Jindigo. So yeah, sorry, it took me a minute to process what you're asking there. Yeah, the order number on the front page. So private orders, what happens with those? If you have, I know there are a few people here who um are have made these private orders. Um, what happens is if you don't have an account with the site, I need you to make an account because then I create a separate invoice and send you the invoice via email for that private order. But then that invoice has a pay now button and it just takes you back to the site and you pay for it. Like when I create that invoice, it creates a new order. And so then when you pay for that order, everything processes just as it would a standard order. So yeah, that's all it is. So yes, the private sales do count in that order total. Uh Gamer 312. Yes. Yes. Thank you for that reminder. I totally forgot about that. Um so so Gamer 312, I don't know, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think perhaps you were inspired by the red camo that I got up there or the Berry Blast camo. We're gonna try that out. Berry Blast camo that I got from Earthen Avenger. And Gamer 312 took it upon themselves to send me some customs of their own. So they created. Oh, I know you named yours. So the first one was Blood Killer Camo. So this here is Blood Killer Camo. A little bit reminiscent of the Stealth Elf and Slam Bam that we got earlier this week, or that are up for auction right now. You also sent me Nightmare Bash. So here is Nightmare Bash. And then what else do we get? We got Dark Barf Eruptor. I love that you took the time to name these so I don't have to name them myself. But we have Dark Barf Eruptor. So he's gotten a little messy there, but I guess what do you expect with Barf? It's a little messy, right? So yeah, that is the set of 3 customs I got from Gamer 312. Thank you for sending those. That was very kind of you. Um, so yeah, that speaking of private sales, still buying duplicates and such. Yeah, I mean, if you have figures to sell, I am open to buying them if that's what you're asking. Um, just contact me privately once again, either DM on Twitter, private message on Facebook, or email me, Matt at SkylandersCharacterList.com, and we can talk. Now, obviously, you know exactly what I'm doing with these figures. You know they're going in the shop. You know that I need to make a profit, so I don't pay top dollar. If you want to get top dollar for them, you need to sell them to a different collector or sell them on eBay or something like that. Um, I kind of have my price limits. Like, I don't want to rip you off, but I have my limits on what I can spend for figures because I know what I sell them for. You know what I sell them for, and I need to keep a certain profit margin to make it make sense for me. Um, so if you're only selling me a few figures and they're common figures, like it gets a little bit dicey because shipping is expensive, and like I can't say like, "Oh, I'll pay you, you know, $5 per figure and then shipping on top of it." Like, that's how I lose money. Um, so don't expect high prices from me. But if you want to help the shop, if you just want to get rid of things quickly, then that could potentially be an option. Um, So, it's 8 o'clock. Let me just check here, see if all these auctions ended. Oh, we have one in overtime. Griffin Park Observatory has gone into overtime. I'm just looking at the first page of them here. Um, all right, so the Happy Meal toys ended. No bids on Gandalf. Yeah, Griffin Park is in overtime. It's currently at $4. Bad Juju's at 550. Embers at 7. Free Ranger at 250. Toy Story playset did not sell. Tonto ended for $1. Rocket Raccoon did not sell. Slam Bam and Stealth Helm for $1 each. The Trap Team cards went for $5.50. Stickers went for $3.50. The Wiimote went for $6. It's 8:01. Did it end now? Yes. Griffin Park ended at $4 there. What else? So yeah, Mask and Power, Trigger Happy, $7.50, Eruptor, $8.50, Stump Smash, $7.50. Those all ended. No bids on the Infinity. And I'm guessing Nitro Crypt King probably ended at $2 again, right? Yeah, ended at $2. So another very successful week of auctions. Thank you for all that. I'm still here for a few minutes. I know there's a lot of you here. If you have questions, I will be getting back to the chat in a minute. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. But yeah, great week of auctions. Much better than I expected, honestly. And like I said, a lot of things sold. A lot of things sold. All right. Night Mango. How much would Purple Hot Dog be? Is the one you really wanted, but you got the red one. So Night Mango. First of all, if you live in the US, I do not ship internationally. So you need to live in the US. I don't know if you do or not. Uh Purple Hot Dog. So the private sales, I don't put a price on things. I ask for you to privately send me an offer. If it's reasonable, I'll probably accept it. But like I said, next in the next couple of weeks, if it goes to auction, we just kind of did some preliminary research on it. I'm guessing the starting minimum bid, if it goes to auction, would probably be about like $40 or $50 to give you some idea. And like when I say it $40, $50, I expect it to go higher. So keep that in mind. Like if you offer me $30, no, that's not going to work. Like I said, do some of your own research, come up with a reasonable figure that works for you, and we'll see if we can make a deal. You'd love to own either purple metallic or glow in the dark wrecking ball. Yeah, those are nice figures. The wrecking ball variants are very nice for sure. Pumpkin eyebrow, have a good night. Sold your last Imaginite Mines for $350. Wow. Wow. I just sold a Robo for $200 this week. And the full set went for $250 the other week. So like I said, I know I could get more for him if I sold them on eBay, but part of my goal here on SCL is to help you complete your collection at a reasonable price. So I'm not gonna I'm not trying to scalp. I'm not trying to price gouge. I'm not trying to rip you off. We'll see what we can do. Let's see, where are we here? Skylander Gamer, yeah, you bought. Yeah, you bought the Damaged Echo. Yeah, we had someone asking about that earlier if it was still available. I'm like, nope, just sold it. But yeah, enjoy that when it gets there. Customs look like they're ready to fight God or become him. Interesting. Yep. Volcano is an inspired character. Black look, yeah. You picture that as tar, like it's almost a reverse volcano, right? So we have like the volcanic eruptor where it's black barfing red or yellow, right? And then This one is the red Ruptor barfing black, so it's kind of cool. Wolf Shadow. So the lot you sent me, the eBay lot you sent me, you need to read carefully. Um, they weren't selling everything that was pictured. That was for a uh just they were selling a random 28 figures. So it's basically a mystery lot. They wanted like $40 for 28 figures in a mystery lot. So it was it's not something that I'm gonna buy. If it's something that you wanna try out, go for it, but yeah, it's not something I'm gonna buy for the shop. Evolution Circle, you got bad juju. Congratulations. Yeah, I think we had a lot of new bidders in this auction this week, and that maybe helped drive up some of the prices, I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad to see a lot of folks are getting some of these figures there. Got a Crypt King and a Blast Mine, plus a few common figures, plus a few swappers and sword pieces. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I am Chandler, I'm always open to, looking at what people have to offer, and honestly, it will all just come down to price. Um, I've had it before where, it was just like 10 common figures or whatever. I'm like, "Well, I can cover your shipping cost, but, like, I I can't give you much more than that, it just doesn't make sense." Um, but yeah, like, I mean, Crypt King for sure, like, I can always use more Crypt King in the shop, so, yeah, um, like I said, contact me privately and either send me nice pictures or, just send me a list of what you have to offer and, what you're looking to get for it, and we'll see if we can work it out. Do I have Blackout in stock still? No, Blackout is currently sold out, but stay tuned because you never know when he might be back in stock. I've had way more Spotlight and Blackout in the shop than I ever thought I would. I think each one of them has probably been in the shop about half a dozen times. Um, so yeah, keep an eye out. They pop up a lot more often than you think. Like my shop's only been open for 3 months, and like I said, I think I've had them, 4, 5, 6 times. So 1 or 2 a month. Uh, th they'll be back. They'll definitely be back. I'll need a camo shelf suit. Yeah. I I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these figures. So crazy, so crazy. All right. Yeah, Kobe, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And 3 volcanic eruptors. Sure. I mean, like I said, I won't turn down Skylanders figures. Um, if people just wanna I understand you don't wanna hold on to them. So, um, yeah, just let me know what you have. Do I have a Magic Claw creation crystal? Magic Claw is the rare one, right? The one that was I I'm pretty sure I don't. Um, so let me double check that I'm talking about the right one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Magic Claw is Magic Claw is the expensive one. So for anybody wondering, have a blast. Yeah, the Magic Claw Creation Crystal was only available in the Creation Crystal 8 pack, which was only released in Europe. So the only reason I have it for my collection is because I imported it. Um, so I don't expect that one to show up very often at all. That's going to be hard to find. Um, that's actually one item that I have never had in the shop yet. So we'll see. I mean, it's very possible it could show up at some point, but yeah, I definitely do not have one in stock right now. If I ever get one in stock, I'm sure it'll be gone in 24 hours. So the best I can say is keep an eye on the unboxing videos to get a preview of what's coming. Um, But yeah, not in stock at the moment. Blackout is the last expensive Skylander you need, and every Skylander should be $20 less. So, yeah, yeah. Keep an eye out. Like I said, we do get Blackout in from time to time. It's not super hard to find. Like we were discussing the other day. I just got my second ever Thrillipede, like standard Thrillipede in stock, and I've had like 6 blackouts, and like I thought it would have been the other way around. Like I'd see 1 or 2 blackouts and half a dozen Thrillipede, but nope, that's not how it's panning out at all. So there you go. Found a lot with Doomstone and Elven Forest for 20 bucks. That's a pretty good lot. Yeah. I mean, Doomstone I charge like 18 by itself. That's almost 20 bucks right there. And the Elven Forest isn't cheap either. Wolf Shadow, have a good night. Been looking into completing the creation collection crystal for Imaginators. Yep. You only need Chompy Mage and Wolfgang. Okay. No, no, no. Not each element has one rare. That European 8 pack, it was a really weird product. At the time, part of the reason, like, I bought it for 2 reasons, for 2 crystals. One was the magic one that hadn't been released anywhere else yet, and the other was a dark crystal. I forget if it must have been the dark, was it dark reactor or whatever the dark crystal was in there. At the time that 8 pack was released, had not been released anywhere else, but it was released later. Um, so like those were the 2 exclusive at the time, but everything else in the 8 pack has been released elsewhere. So yeah, that I you shouldn't have too much trouble with the rest of them. The other ones that can be kind of tough, that you just don't see quite as often, are the ones that were released with the dark starter. So that was like the life rune and the dark, was it the dark rune as well, or the dark pyramid? Man, I don't remember which one came with which now. But yeah, the ones that came with the dark starter pack are a little bit harder to find. Um, but yeah, the magic claw honestly might be the toughest one. Like I get dark creation crystals all over. I've even had the life rune from time to time, some of the dark edition stuff. Um, but the magic claw, like I said, it was only released in Europe. So I don't know how many of them actually got imported to the States, or if um, you're gonna have to import them now after the fact. But yeah, it's okay. Okay, looking at your checklist, there seems to be. Just out of curiosity, what's on your checklist? I kind of let you know if I've seen them come through the shop or not. You're welcome. Have a blast. Always happy to answer questions. Still, Star Strike regular version in stock, and Grim Creeper are the only ones you're missing from Swap Force. Yeah, Star Strike has been selling more than I anticipated. I've gotten a few of them in recently, so she is in stock now. But Star Strike and her light core version, and Grim Creeper in the light core version, I think those are ones that people kind of missed out on first run, and so they're catching up on them now as they're completing collections and such. But rare equals expensive. Even on my site, or just like on eBay, because I don't think there's a $20 crystal for every element. But surprised to see some rare items still in stock. Series 2 Drobot, Series 2 Spyro, Dark Spyro. Yeah. Yeah, Jindigo. I mean, I was a little bit surprised with those too. I think though that's one of those things, like some people I mean everybody only needs one. And so like I've gotten them in stock a few times, and if I have 6 people looking for them and I've gotten it 6 times, well, those people are happy, and now I need a 7th person who's looking for it. Um So I mean, they might sit there for a couple of weeks, but they'll sell eventually. I'm not worried about them at all. They kind of come in spurts, and I can't explain it. Like I've gotten 2 or 3 Series 2 Drobots recently. I got um 2 Series 2 Spyros recently. I just sold one today. The Dark Spyro, like I said, really kind of come in waves. I'll have like 4 of them at once, and then they'll all sell out in a week, like 3 weeks after I get them. So like there's no rhyme or reason to it really. It's just like, I don't know. That's the way it feels. Sonia, the auctions have been completed, but they went very well today. I'm glad you could join us. Yeah, they went better than anticipated. We got rid of Flocked Stump Smash. The Superchargers Xbox One starter pack actually became our top selling item tonight, even more than Flocked Stump Smash. So that was cool. Maybe buy a bunch of cores from Trap Team. I hope they're good prices. That's the idea. I want to help you complete your collection at a reasonable price. That's my goal. That is my goal. So yes, if you like my prices, then that just means I'm doing things right. So wonderful fam. Series 2 Drobot hard to find. Yes. Especially in the US. Elsewhere, maybe not. Um, but yeah, Series 2 Drobot had a late release and just was not distributed well originally. And so became a bit harder to find. And it's been that way ever since it was released. So it's just it's been tough to find. It's getting a little bit easier as more and more people are selling their collections, and that's what I'm trying to help do: distribute those collections and to people who need individual things. Air Acorn, Fire Angel. Okay, so I believe you have the 5 unreleased ones listed there. So I mean, obviously, we know Pirate Dad has managed to collect them all, so at least some copies exist out there. Um, but yeah, the Air Acorn, Earth Ruin, Fire Angel, Light Angel, and Tech Pyramid, I believe, are the 5 unreleased. Magic Claw, yeah, that's going to be expensive. Undead Lantern shouldn't be too bad, and Water Fang shouldn't be awful. Which I think I currently have that one in stock, don't I? I have the water. Oh no, I don't have Water Fang. Never mind. I must have Water Rocket. Is that the one I have in stock? Pretty sure I have some water. Yeah, Water Rockets in stock. Okay. Um, but yeah, you definitely have the 5 unreleased ones there. So not impossible to find, but very, very hard. And probably never going to be in the shop because the first ones I find are going in my collection. Um, did Dark Spire's price go down? Oh, yeah, it's nowhere near not like I honestly well, okay, in 2017, 2018, I was kind of out of Skylanders, so I don't recall what he was selling for then. I wasn't tracking Skylanders at that point. But yeah, um they're 10, 15, $20 now. Yeah, not terribly crazy prices. If you ever go to Australia, you can buy as many yawns as you can. Well, I mean, yeah, they're released in Australia. Um, I don't know if you're gonna find them cheaper because most Australians have figured out that, hey, these are rare, these are worth something. Um, but who knows? Maybe you are able to find something because, like I say, shop locally and find the deals, right? Like that, if that works here, it might work down in Australia as well. If someone's down there who doesn't want to ship them, maybe you can find some deals. I don't know. Check Australians Craigslist. Australian Facebook Marketplace. I maybe you'll be able to find something there. Um, but yeah, I mean, because all the ones that are selling now, most of them are coming out of Australia, and on eBay they're charging $300. So I don't know. The entire trap team line was with pretty good prices. Yes, all very affordable. Sure, that's great to hear. So yeah, I would love to have you as a returning customer. That'd be great. Yes, yes. Those are definitely the unreleased crystals. What do legendary traps or creation crystals do? So unfortunately, they don't do a whole lot. They show up differently in the collection menu. So they'll show up as legendary trap or legendary crystal. And in the magic moment, when you first put it on the portal, and you get that magic moment where it shows what you just put on the portal, it'll show it there. It'll show the legendary trap or whatever, and just as it looks. But it doesn't affect how the character or the villain looks in the game or anything. It's just the trap. And like I said, it shows up differently in the game and differently in the menu. But yeah, that's it. There you go. Forgot we have an Australian here. There you go, Sonia. $100 minimum. But you see, that's the thing. Like if I can get them all for $100, like that might be good enough for my collection at least. And I mean, I wouldn't wanna charge more than $100 in the shop, really. 150, I think I have them listed for right now. Um, so if I have to pay $100 to get them, I don't know if well, if I charge 150, I suppose that could be worth it. But yeah, I'd have to find them first. I don't know. I don't know where to find them. I don't know where to start. So, we'll see. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Legendary crystals do look cool. Yeah, they do look cool. No argument there. The legendary traps I always thought looked a little bit weird. Like, just, like, random gold paint on them. Okay, none of the other traps have paint. Why do these? They kinda look like customs at that point. Yeah, it would've been great if they gave him a stat boost. Sure. But, like, that would've been easy to do, I think, but no. Facebook Marketplace doesn't work for you? I mean, it's gonna vary by location for sure, um, but for a lot of people, I mean, yeah, just like on eBay, people are gonna ask ridiculous prices sometimes. Sometimes you can talk them out of it, sometimes not, but, um, you can hope, you can hope. Doulahan, have a good night. Gamer, have a good night. Thanks for the customs. Just bought Chopper, Treadhead, Thunderbolt, Tough Luck, and Gear Shift for all around $30. There you go. Sounds like a good night. I'll be filling all those orders tomorrow, because yeah, it's the weekend, um, and we are not able to ship anything on Sundays, so I don't usually pack things up Saturday night. Um, I'll pack stuff up Sunday, and it'll ship out Monday morning as soon as the post office opens again. All right. Um, it looks like we're just about wrapping up here. So thank you everybody once again for joining me. It's been a blast. I love that people show up for these auction streams. They're some of my favorites. We have a good time just talking Skylanders, talking about auctions, talking about different items, random things that may come up. But you were going to get Thunderbolt and Gear Shift. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are they sold out now? I know I've had a few of those, and well, Thunderbolt has been selling pretty well lately. You might be sold out. Gear shifts might still be in stock, but that's what I'm saying. They don't last forever, but don't worry. We'll get more in stock eventually. If you don't get them now, you'll get them eventually. I'm not done buying Skylanders, so yeah, yeah, there will be more coming. Well, thank you all for hanging out tonight. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like SCL. You know what it stands for. There you go. It's that time of night, Julian. I understand. I understand completely. So I'm gonna get out of here before I keep messing up too much tonight. But yes, another great week of auctions. We'll be back here next Saturday for more auctions, but we'll be back on Monday. I know I will have some unboxings to do. And then again on Thursday, either for more unboxings or other streams. Who knows what we'll have throughout the week. I have more videos coming. Don't worry. More videos, more streams. It's all going to be here. Have a good night, everybody. I love you. We'll talk soon.